Listen, yesterday we have learned what is the importance of carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. We have learned that carbohydrates and fats, they provide us energy, and proteins help in the growth and repair of our body. So carbohydrates and carbohydrates and fat containing foods are known as energy giving foods, and protein containing foods are known as bodybuilding foods. Let us learn the importance of vitamins and minerals. Vitamins and minerals, they also help in our growth and our body development, but they are needed in small quantities only. Whereas carbohydrates, fats and proteins are needed in large quantities, but vitamins and minerals are needed in small quantities. If a question is asked, among all of the nutrients, which nutrients are needed in small quantities, means you need to answer vitamins and minerals are needed in small quantities, whereas carbohydrates, fats and proteins are needed in large quantities. So, coming to vitamins or vitamins. Vitamins protect us from various diseases to some extent and keep our eyes, bones, teeth and gums healthy. There are different types of vitamins. Some of you might have learned regarding vitamins, like there are two types of vitamins, water soluble vitamins and fat soluble vitamins, like that. Water soluble vitamins means the vitamins that are soluble in water. B and C vitamins are water soluble vitamins. And fat soluble vitamins means the vitamins that are soluble in fats like oils. A, D, E, K. These vitamins are fat soluble vitamins. So totally you can just have 6 types of vitamins: A, B, C, D, E and K. Right? In B vitamins there are different types of subvitamins. So all together those vitamins are known as B complex vitamins. Let us try to understand the use of vitamin A, C and D according to your syllabus. Vitamin A, it keeps our eyes and skin healthy. Vitamin C, it helps in fighting against many diseases by boosting our immunity. This is the reason in corona pandemic time, you all might have got an advice from your family doctors or some elders to take vitamin C tablets daily, so that your immunity will be increased and you will be protected from corona disease. So that is the importance. Why vitamin C was prescribed by the doctors during corona pandemic time? If this question is asked, what you need to answer? Vitamin C helps in fighting against many diseases. So vitamin C is prescribed to be taken as a daily tablet to boost our immunity. Vitamin D, it is also called sunshine vitamin, because when our body is exposed to sun, our skin is exposed to sun, in the skin cells the vitamin D is synthesized with the help of the sunlight. So only it is known as sunshine vitamin. It helps our body to use calcium for the good health of bones and teeth. For the good health of bones and teeth. Write down these notes. So we have learned that our food contains different types of nutrients. They are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals. Along with these five types of nutrients, our food also contains two non-nutrients. Non-nutrients means the substances which actually do not play a direct role in our growth and development, but they are present in our diet. These are known as non-nutrients. What are the non-nutrients present in our diet? Dietary fibers and water are the non-nutrient substances present in our diet. Dietary fibers are also called roughage. These dietary fibers are available only in plant products. In animal products like meat, milk, eggs, dietary fibers are absent, whereas dietary fibers are present in plant products. In some plant products in large quantity, in some plant products in some small quantity. Whatever it may be, dietary fibers are present only in plant products. They are not available in animal products. And which type of plant products do contain dietary fibers? Whole grains like your sweet corn, all those things we eat in that dietary fibers are more. Pulses, most of your bedas, they contain the dietary fibers. Fresh fruits and vegetables like potatoes. Potatoes are rich source of dietary fibers. So what is the use of dietary fibers? When they are not helping in our growth and development, why are we taking them as part of our diet? Dietary fibers add to the bulk of our food. What does it mean by adding to the bulk of our food? It's a tricky point. Many people simply study it or by heart this statement, adding to the bulk of our food. See, for the growth and development of our body, some particular quantity of nutrients are required. If we are taking up to that particular quantity only, it will be helpful to our growth and development. If we are taking more than that, then they will be getting deposited in our body as fat deposits, and we will be increasing our body weight, which may be becoming a health risk to our body. But our stomach needs to be completely filled with the food. If we are filling our stomach only with our nutrients itself, then we are unknowingly going to take more amount of nutrients than our body requirement. So we need to fill our stomach full, but we should not add excess nutrients than our requirements. This point, adding to the bulk of our food. When you are taking dietary fibers are filling your stomach but not adding the nutrients. So if some amount of your diet is having dietary fibers, it will fill the stomach but it will not be adding any nutrients, so that your health will be maintained properly. Okay, hope you have understood this point. That is what called adding to the bulk of our food. Is this the only help that the dietary fibers are doing? Another help also is there that dietary fibers are providing us, that is to get rid of undigested food. Once our food is digested, some part of food will be left undigested. If that undigested food is in proper quantity, then only morning while we go for egestion means all of us every day morning we go for stools. So to egest out means to discard the stools, sufficient quantity of stools must be there in your intestines, large intestines. If less amount of stools is there, it will not provide a good amount of pressure, so that your stools cannot be coming out properly. Your undigested food cannot be getting rid of from your body properly. If dietary fibers are there, they will be added to those undigested food or stools, and it will be easily getting rid of from your body, right? So no constipation problem takes place. Satvik, stop presenting. So what is the help of dietary fibers? Dietary fibers, they add to the bulk of our food that helps our body to get rid of undigested food. Next, coming to water. Water keeps our body hydrated. If you know something, our body, what is the largest substance that is present in our body means that is water. That is water. So you can understand the importance of water, right? Water we get from various sources, especially from our drinks, drinking liquids. Water itself we drink. We drink tea, coffee, we drink some, what's say, beverages, right? Beverages means caffeinated beverages and this Sprite, Coke, etc. Some people may drink even alcoholic beverages also. But all of them they contain water only. And all of our cooked food items, they contain water in them, not fried, boiled and cooked food items, they contain water in them. Fresh fruits and vegetables that we consume, they contain water in them. So through all these different sources we get water. Water helps in one very important. Once the digestion is completed, from the digested end products we need to absorb. The digested end products we need to absorb. The digested end products are absorbed by getting dissolved in water. So water helps in the absorption of nutrients from the food, and water helps in throwing out some waste as sweat and urine. We all sweat in summer, and whenever you go in the hot areas, you will sweat out. Whenever you do exercise, you sweat out. Your sweat will be salty in taste because that salts are nothing but your metabolic waste materials that came out along with water in the water dissolved form. And we all go for urination. In this urine also many metabolic waste materials are present. In that way, water helps in throwing out some waste as sweat and urine. So these are the helps of dietary fibers and water. Take down the notes. telling you eat proper amount of diet, eat balanced diet. What does this mean by balanced diet? Balanced diet is the diet that contains all the necessary nutrients in their right quantity. Means whatever the food, whatever the diet that you are consuming must contain all the necessary nutrients for your growth and development in their right quantity. One should not be less or one should not be more. If you are eating a diet which contains only carbohydrates more and all other nutrients in very less quantity, that is not called balanced diet. Means if you are eating only rice, it is not going to provide you all the necessary nutrients in the right quantity. If you are eating only pulses, it is not going to provide other nutrients other than proteins. If you are eating any only fatty item, okay, it is not going to provide carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins and minerals. So your diet must consist of all the necessary nutrients in its right quantity, in their right quantity. Then only it is called balanced diet. If you are eating balanced diet, then your health will be preserved correctly. So, balanced diet is the diet that contains all of the necessary nutrients in the right quantities. The composition of nutrients means in that balanced diet, how much particular quantity of carbohydrates, how much particular quantity of proteins, how much particular quantity of fats, how much particular quantity of vitamins and minerals should be present. That is what called composition. That composition of nutrients of balanced diet, it differs means changes from person to person and from place to place, from one person to another person, and a person that is living in one area or one place to a person that is living in another area. This balanced diet, it differs. It is affected by, the composition of balanced diet is affected by the age of the person, means if the person is of younger age or adult or older, like that. Gender, if the person is male or female, the amount of physical activity. If the person is working in a AC room or working under sun, is a laborer or a white collar job person or whatever it may be, based on the physical activity and the living place of the person. Is he living in a hilly area or in a plain area? Okay, like that. All these factors, they influence the composition of balanced diet of an individual person. If the person age changes, the balanced diet changes. Gender, of course, it will not change. Okay, the people, the persons of different genders of the same age, okay, will be having different compositions of a balanced diet. Physical activity, if it changes, then the balanced diet changes. If a person is practicing some boxing like thing, earlier he might not have practiced, then his balanced diet is going to be changed. If the person stopped doing some physical activity and started doing only very less activity, then his balanced diet changes. If a person just changes his place from a plain area to hilly area, there his balanced diet changes. Like that, the composition of balanced diet, it differs by all these factors.